What's good, everybody? It's your boy Casey Fell, King Self for Life, Wrestling Take City. Give you my honest predictions about what's going to happen at WWE Fastlane 2023, or as what it looks like. It should be called Trashlane. Now, ladies and gentlemen, normally WWE puts forth no effort when it comes to concerning builds. Hold on for 1 second. Yeah, normally WWE puts forth no effort when it's concerning builds, but I'll tell you this. The Monday Night Raw side of things seems to be the more important things. Everything else is just a joke. Um, and speaking of jokes, looks like WWE is pulling all the guns to annihilate AEW on Tuesday night. So for people who not really or pat their head in the ground somewhere, Dynamite is coming on Tuesday night, the same exact time as NXT. Well, because of so, WWE says we're going for all the guns. We calling all the big names to come on down to NXT. They normally don't be here, but we call them all down. We got Fruity Pebbles pulling up. We got Oscar pulling up. We got Cody pulling up. We got Paul Heyman coming through. You know Becky's going to be on the show. You know Judgment Day is going to be on the show. And ladies and gentlemen, out of nowhere, I seen the commercial last night. You heard the gong. Undertaker is officially been announced for NXT Tuesday night. It's basically WrestleMania NXT, and they are going to murder AEW. I don't give a care. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you think I'm watching because of what they decided to do to Trick Williams? I won't be tuning in. But let me tell you something. If you want to watch, you feel free. You do what you need to do. Enjoy WrestleMania NXT because that's basically what it is. Now, let's go ahead and break down this stuff. Now, SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen. I saw SmackDown yesterday. Normally, SmackDown is easily the easier show to sit through. I have not watched SmackDown probably maybe four weeks at best. Raw, to be honest with you, seems to be more tolerable than SmackDown. SmackDown was atrocious last night. It was one of the worst shows I've ever seen they put on. They don't even put forth an effort anymore. Yet fools were excited as heck, talk about, man, I can't wait for Fastlane tonight. No, SmackDown was trash, terrible. And you know what? Rampage, the only thing that was actually worth talking about on Rampage was the promo from Ortiz, talking about what he getting ready to do to Mike Santana, and then the matchup just concerning Eddie Kingston. Whoever gets Eddie Kingston tonight on Collision. There was a fatal four-way to determine that, and Commander got it. And it was also a situation that happened. It looks like the Jericho Appreciation Society minus Jericho is getting ready to break up. They get ready to kick Daniel Garcia to the curb. So that seems to be the most important things going over there in AEW land. But like I said, SmackDown was atrocious last night. It was absolutely trash. I can sit through SmackDown because SmackDown, like I said, normally is a decent show. That show was terrible. I said, this is the show that's supposed to get me excited for Fastlane, aka Trashlane. It didn't. It didn't get me excited at all. Now here's the deal. There is a possibility that we might be seeing Carlito tonight. We might see Jade Cargill tonight. Heck, we might even see Randy Orton tonight. So that is pretty much the only exciting parts about tonight. Now, normally WWE puts on a somewhat decent pay-per-view. I got to give them somewhat props because even though the build-ups always be trash, they somehow give us a somewhat decent pay-per-view. So you know what? I'm going to give H and Vince the reason of a doubt. I think this might just be a solid pay-per-view tonight. I'm still going to call it Trashlane because that's what we do over here in KCVL Wrestling Takes. But let's go ahead and give you my predictions. Fruity Pebbles, LA Knight versus the Bloodline. Jimmy Uso, Solo Sikoa. This is pretty much easy to say. It should be John Cena and LA Knight getting the victory because obviously, you know, this is the only reason why Fruity Pebbles is back. Fruity Pebbles get ready to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. As y'all know, the strike is over. Hollywood is getting ready to get back to business, doing what they need to do. So I'm pretty sure Fruity Pebbles is here for maybe one more week or two, and he out the door. So LA Knight is getting the big rub, and it sounds like they getting ready to push LA Knight versus Roman. I don't want the matchup right now. I do not want it. I don't want that match right now. I would prefer them to hold off on it, but it feels like that's where they leaning towards now. I heard potentially they want to do Fruity Pebbles versus Roman one more time. I don't want to see it, ladies and gentlemen. I personally don't want to see it. Is Fruity Pebbles? Listen, I know fools want Fruity Pebbles to get that championship back. I believe he's going to potentially get it, just not right now. I don't want to see it. I have no intention to see it. LA Knight, Roman Reigns, the back and forth is probably going to be a good back and forth, but I definitely don't want to see that right now because LA Knight is basically going to be going right back to square one, where we really don't want him to go. So, like I say, I think they get the rub. I think Fruity Pebbles and LA Knight go over on the Judgment Day. Cool. Babyfaces win right here. Now this matchup, I told you, to be announced. Because they got beat down yesterday by the Street Profits, Reyes Santos Escobar doesn't have a third partner. This is where I feel Carlito's coming in. I personally believe Carlito will be the third member, and they're going over. Ladies and gentlemen, I know fools won't be to be excited about this heel version of the Street Profits teaming with Bobby Lashley. Ladies and gentlemen, this feels like Hurt Business from Make-A-Wish. This feels like Wish Bobby Lashley in the Hurt Business with the Street Profits. It's not irrelevant at all. I'm sorry. I know fools want me to get excited and ecstatic. I tell you every day, when you see us on this programming, you never get excited. Never get excited because they absolutely have no clue what they're doing with us, and that's on purpose. So I'm going with LWO to get the victory because Bobby beat Ray last night, and I absolutely hate champions losing the non-title matches on TV. Now, like I say, what does WWE do? They give you the matches before the show. That's one thing. That's another reason why I'm not excited about this pay-per-view. They pretty much gave us the matches before we're supposed to see it tonight. I get on Tony Khan because Tony Khan is starting to do this crap too. Don't give us the match before the pay-per-view. Why do I go back to WrestleMania 21 as the blueprint? Because that build-up, that whole build-up, I guarantee you, I did not see Triple H versus Batista once. I did not see John Cena versus JBL once. I didn't see Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle once before the doggone pay-per-view. I didn't see, I believe it was Chrissy Hemme versus Trish Stratus. I didn't see it until the actual pay-per-view. I wish wrestling promotions would go back to that because, heck, even Impact is starting to do that. And look, I'm going to be 100% with you. I watched Impact. Impact actually was better than Smackdown. For my Impact hardcore heads out there, y'all know who y'all are. Impact was 100% better than SmackDown. It was 100% better than SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm tired of it. I'm tired of these wrestlers, wrestling promotions, having their wrestlers wrestle each other right before the freaking pay-per-view. That doesn't get me excited for the pay-per-view. Like that makes me care less because you just gave away the matchup. Especially if the person who's facing them and they beat them, that's their giveaway that they're not winning. It's their giveaway. The fact that you had LA Knight and was it Solo? I think it was LA Knight and Jimmy, one or two. They went against each other, and I'm like, this was the only way basis so we can have Fruity Pebbles, LA Knight, Jey Uso, and Cody with the whoa, with the no, all that goofy stuff. So they was basically going in front of them in the Judgment Day, pretty much letting y'all know what the doggone War Games matchup is gonna be. I mean, it's that simple. It's not even that difficult. War Games is coming up at Survivor Series out here in the backyard. So they was telling you what the War Games match is. So now the fact that we got the Judgment Day aligning with the Bloodline, I'm like, man, they are overexposed, man. I'm like, this does not get me to care about the Judgment Day at all. It doesn't. I want the Judgment Day to be done, to be exact. But you know they won't. They won't be finished until going to WrestleMania. The end of the Judgment Day is ended at WrestleMania. Just like this whole Bloodline thing is just out of whack. And like I say, things are getting ready to get back in order once Roman pulls up next week because he's been drastically missed. No wonder I ain't been watching the show. He ain't been there, so it really ain't been no important. It has not been of an importance for me to tune in. You understand what I'm saying? But that's that. So then we get the women's match. The WWE Women's Championship Triple Threat. Io Sky versus Charlotte versus Asuka. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you right now, because they gave the match away in the doggone tag team match yesterday. I absolutely don't care about this at all. The result, I'm going with Io retain. Now, it would be funny as heck if she ended up losing because I wouldn't be shocked because obviously this whole script with her and Bayley right now, it seems like Bayley is just tired. I can tell you she's tired and she's jealous and they're not really doing anything with Io Sky and Asuka. So it's almost like they just ready to put it right back on Charlotte, but I'm going with Io to retain. But if she don't, I will not be shocked at all. I will not. Now, here's the crazy part. Now, if Jade is supposed to be showing up, and they keep running around here talking about Jade is going to be on Monday Night Raw, why the heck would she even bother getting involved in this? The only reason why they probably going to have Jade sitting out there is to do like how they do in NXT when they bringing in somebody. She'll just be sitting in the audience, and the fans can go, holy poop. You know the script. Then this matchup, I was just talking about it. I don't give a rat's behind about it because it means absolutely nothing. Cody versus Jey Uso. My bad. Cody and Jey Uso versus Damian Priest and Finn Balor for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships. That makes absolutely no sense for Cody and Jay to win. None whatsoever. Damian Priest and them are retaining. The team I have to defeat them is going to be DIY. It makes the most sense. You didn't bring Johnny Gargano back on Monday Night Raw to get back with Tommaso for them not to potentially win those tag team titles. You know they're gonna win them. It's bound to happen. It is bound to happen. But Damian Priest and Finn Balor win them easy. It would be stupid for Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso to win. And like I said, this right here is where either Drew McIntyre comes in and he fully embraces his hero role, or we get a returning Randy Orton who comes out of nowhere and RKO's Cody Rhodes. And there's your next feud right there. Because I say, as of right now, Cody got absolutely nothing going on. Now, here's the deal. I got to give the fans props because as of right now, Cody is still getting the world chance and all this foolishness. I mean, the fact they sang his song when he just ran up out there. Like I said, you know the whole script. Like I said, Cody Rhodes is nothing more than just a theme song, ladies and gentlemen. That's all he is. But to get the feud going with him, it's either Drew McIntyre coming out of nowhere to take him out, or Randy Orton is pulling up. And then the main event. Now, this is the one matchup where I actually care because of how the build-up is being. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish Shinsuke Nakamura was being presented like this from day one. This whole build-up makes me want to see him win because I'm so freaking over of Seth Rollins' title reign. I'm done with it. I'm officially done with his title reign. It was decent when he first got it, but right now I'm done. I'm done. We need Nakamura to get it. Now here's the deal. Nakamura does not have to have it long. Seth needs to go chill, go be with his daughter. Look, Becky running around here on NXT now. That means that she's not with the main roster right now. Seth, you can go chill, be with your daughter, be with your wife, get your back right. Let Shinsuke run through the doggone male side of things on Raw. And then when you come back, if you want to take it off of him, I ain't got a problem with it. I don't. But as of right now, I need Shinsuke Nakamura to get that championship. Now, is he winning? I ain't got him winning. I got Seth retaining. Think about this. Somebody got to lose their title tonight. Somebody. How the heck are we going to have this whole show and nobody lose the championship? Nobody. Somebody got to lose, man. Somebody. If you want me to give a crap, somebody got to lose. It's either going to be Seth or it's unfortunately going to be EI. One of them got to lose, man, because we know these fools ain't winning. Jay and Cody are not winning. Damian Priest and Finn Balor, it makes absolutely no sense for them to lose. None whatsoever. I'm going with Seth to retain, and I pray to God I'm wrong. I hope Shinsuke Nakamura finds a way to win, but based off of the build-up and what happened on Monday Night Raw, Shinsuke ain't winning, ladies and gentlemen. He's not. Seth is going to retain, and I can't stand it. I'm tired. I'm done. I'm over this Seth Rollins title run. They ain't done nothing. It hasn't done anything. It was doing something at first, but I'm over it, ladies and gentlemen. I am over it. Shinsuke needs to get a run. He needs to finally get the rub that he's been rightfully deserved. But you know how they do Asian folk. You hear me complain about us all the time in this company, but they do them just as bad. They do the Asian folk in WWE just as bad as they do us. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. But I need my man Shinsuke Nakamura to pull the biggest upset and get it done, even though I got Seth Rollins retaining. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have anything else to talk about, but I will see you cats tonight after Collision, because I'm going to watch Collision, and then I'm going to do a thorough review. I'm going to do a thorough review for Trashlane and Collision. I'll do the whole deal. I'll tell you if I liked the show, what I didn't like the show, was I right about the certain clowns pulling up. We're going over all that, and then the foolishness has happened over on Collision, because right now Collision look like it's a somewhat decent show, but like I said, as of late, Collision, it's falling off. It's falling off bad. Now, speaking of falling off, the man who left, quote unquote, got fired, is on his way back to WWE. Now, there's cats on here running around here talking about why is everybody ecstatic about him coming back to the WWE. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the deal. Am I ecstatic about him going back to the E? I'm in the middle. I mean, it would be great. I don't have a problem with him going back, but obviously everything he said is just a flat out lie. That pipe bomb is basically a waste of time. It's a waste. Now, if he goes back, all I pray he just stay healthy and he don't get into it with nobody. Just work, just do business with who you need to do business with and call it a day. Like I said, I don't have a problem with him going back to the E. More than likely, he's probably going to be a Survivor Series. I mean, but it is what it is on that. So I ain't really got nothing else to say. I will see you cats tonight. hit the comment section up and you tell me who's winning any of these matches, and we'll get through everything. Make sure you hit the like button, and make sure if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all cats later tonight. Holla at your boy.